Euro 2024 ended on Sunday with Spain crowned champions for a record first time with goals from Nico Williams and Mikel Oyarzabal, enough to give them a 2-1 win over England. Spain won the European Championship for a record-breaking fourth time, edging one clear of Germany. They have scored the most goals, won all 7 matches, only needing extra time once, and played the best football throughout the tournament. They are the only men's team to win all 7 games at Euros, while pre-tournament favourites France and England were more reactive, preferring to sit deeper and hope for some magic from one of their star players. Spain played on the front foot and beat the best holders Italy, hosts Germany, France and England. They defeated Germany in Stuttgart and also in France in the semi-final, en route to their 4th Euro title. And euphoric fans celebrated Spain's Euro Cup win in Sunday's showpiece for a record 4th title and condemned their opponents to a 2nd straight final defeat. Spain added a 4th title to those won in 1964, 2008 and 2012, as only the 3rd team in the last 9 Euros to win the trophy without coming through a shootout at some point in the tournament. Meanwhile, for England fans, it was yet more disappointment as the country's wait to win a major tournament in men's football continues. DD India's John Beaver was at specially constructed fan park in southwest England for us, where thousands of fans were watching the game on an outdoor big screen.
After losing in the finals of the last European Championship, there was a feeling that this could be England's year, but it wasn't to be. Before kick-off, there was a party-like atmosphere for the 3,000 people at this fan park in southwest England. With England's only victory at a major tournament coming 58 years ago at the World Cup in 1966, the hope was that this could finally be the moment. An early second-half Spanish goal silenced the crowd here, but jubilation when England scored an equaliser. But that joy was short-lived as England fell short yet again. Fans soon headed for the exit, bitterly disappointed.
I think England played quite well. Spain were the better team in the end. We've got a youth, and now they're experienced. They've like Jude Bellingham, they've experienced the final now. So hopefully next time they'll go all the way.
So the heartbreak of being an England fan continues, as does the long wait for victory at a major tournament for the men's team. They'll regroup ahead of the World Cup in 2 years' time and hope to go one better. Maybe, just maybe, that will be their year. John Beaver in the UK, reporting for DD India.
All right, let's go across to Berlin. DD India's Trent Murray is joining us live from there. And we also have DD India's Narayan Singh is joining us live in the newsroom. Trent, I'll come to you first. Spain winning Euro Cup for the 4th time. Tell us, how are the scenes there in Berlin after Spain's victory?
Oh, well, look, for a little bit of context, where we are right now in the city is where many of the hotels of the German capital are located. And what I can tell you, it is very much the morning after the night before here. You are seeing a lot of fans, I think, with a bit of a sore head this morning. They're drinking water, sports drinks with electrolytes. I think many of them, the party went through the night, but that is what this European tournament is all about for Spain. A huge achievement, now winning this tournament for the 4th time in a row. It means they now have the title for winning it the most in the tournament's history. That electrifying 2-1 win over England certainly electrified the fan groups, but as you can imagine, some disappointment for the English. They were really hoping that last night may have been the night to break that 58-year drought. Yeah. They have not won this tournament in almost 60 years, as I say. Last night was just not the night. Gareth Southgate saying to lose is incredibly tough.
Trent, stay with us. I'll come back to you. Narayan, a great game we saw yesterday. Spain officially became the best ever football team in Europe and first team to win 4 European titles. By far, you think the best team to win the tournament?
Definitely the kind of football they displayed throughout the tournament. If we take a look, they were in the group of death along with Croatia and Italy, and we can say that it was already difficult for them to come out of that group, because considering the fact that initially it was looking like that Spain is a very young team. They have the players like Nico and Yamal. So before that there was some question, but the way they played throughout the tournament, just dominated their opponents. In quarterfinals they have Germany, and after that in semi-finals they played against the France, and it was the match of the tournament. Definitely we can say that beating all the tough teams and coming here and defeating a team like England, and which have the world-class players like Harry Kane, who plays for the Bayern Munich in Bundesliga, and after that Real Madrid star also there. So Phil Foden was there, and we can say that dominating such a star-studded team, kudos to this young Spanish team, the way they played, and we are hoping that they will, we can say that they can replicate the performance of the golden generation of the Spanish team, who won the Euro in 2008 and then World Cup, then again defended the Euro title. So all in all, a fantastic team, hoping that this trend will continue for the Spanish team.
Right, it all started from Xavi, Iniesta, and now they have won again in 2024. Trent, we need to talk about England here. The men's team has now lost back-to-back Euro finals, and this was another painful loss for the team. Tell us about the England fans. Were they furious, disappointed, or they were happy that team made it to the finals?
Yeah, look, I think certainly after the half-time whistle blew and the game recommenced, I think obviously it was 0-0, and then we got that goal from Nico Williams for the Spanish team in the 47th minute, followed by Cole Palmer with laser-like precision equalising at that 73rd minute. That is when you could feel the English team really electrified, excited. They thought they may have just been in this. But of course, it was that Spanish goal in the 86th minute which sealed the fate. I think, look, for many English fans, they've been waiting a long time. And I know many travelled here from England, planes, trains, automobiles. They put a lot of effort to come because they thought they may have just seen a fairy tale win last night. But Gareth Southgate could just not get the Three Lions over the line. So certainly as the game wrapped up last night, I was outside that stadium, many of those fans leaving. They were angry. They had some, well, let's call it colourful language directed towards me as I was reporting on Spain's win. Upset, disappointed. They may just have to wait for the next Euro to see whether they can have another go at all of this. But to get there, I think, is an achievement in itself, because England, they weren't the best team in this tournament. They really had to limp from game to game to secure a spot in the final. I think is an achievement in itself.
Narayan, England men's team, they have now lost back-to-back Euro finals. It was defeated in a penalty shootout by Italy on home soil in the final in 2021. In this edition, what do you think went wrong for Three Lions?
We can say that initially they were not up to the mark. They started their Euro campaign with a win against Serbia, and after that they in the next two matches in the group stage, those two matches ended in a draw, and after that when they played in the knockout stage, we can say that they were grown in the tournament match by match, especially in the semi-final match against Netherlands. The kind of football they played in the first half, especially the full Phil Foden, the way he controlled the match. But thing is that we can say that sometimes it happens that the coach, when the players like the stature of Harry Kane were there, it's difficult for the coach also to replace them, especially considering the fact that Harry Kane was injured towards the end of the season in the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich, and he was not 100% match fit. So this, if the coach Gary Southgate would have gone for the Ollie Watkins in the initial phase of the match, definitely I think it would have been a greater given a best result for this England team. Also the benching, not including the players like Jack Grealish, despite of the fact that he was off color for the City. But if the players like Jack Grealish would have been there, definitely I think we know the caliber. He's a physically strong player. He could have made the difference.
It's all in the high side, but the truth is that they have lost the Euro Cup final. But Trent, last question before we leave you. A great tournament overall, fans reaching out to the stadium in big number. But yes, Spain creating history, undefeated in the entire tournament.
Yeah, I mean, what an incredible tournament they had. Completely undefeated throughout all of this. They won every single match. And as we heard there, they really took down some of the heavyweights of European football to get there. Italy, France, Germany, and then last night England. I mean, they have just got so much to celebrate. And they are a really young squad. In many ways, those players made other teams, the young guys looked like veterans almost out there on the pitch compared to some of those other teams. I think for me, a real highlight was that semi-final match against France when 16-year-old Lamine Yamal scored a goal, becoming the youngest ever Euros goal scorer. I should mention, just briefly, it was his birthday on Saturday, just before the match. He turned 17. I would imagine he's very, very happy with the birthday present he got this weekend, a Euro 2024 championship trophy.
Indeed, what a birthday present for him. Thank you, Trent. We'll leave it at that. Thank you, Narayan. In fact, Narayan, you stay with us. We'll talk to you about Copa America win also. But now let's hear what England coach Gareth Southgate and Spain's coach Luis de la Fuente said after the match.
Very proud of the group of players. They couldn't have given me any more. They couldn't have given the country any more. So ultimately, we lost to the better side, and we have to reflect on, how that happened. But it's very clear in my mind the game. As I said, for me the key was possession of the ball tonight, and we didn't have enough control.
Well, right now we are not really aware of what we have done. We will return to Spain tomorrow and we will be able to live this thing with the fans and the love and the warmth they have always given us, because I think we have made history.
An idea that I knew my players could implement on the pitch because I knew them really well. We tried to be more unpredictable on the pitch. We tried to play more on our strength. One of our strengths is possession and control of the game, but not only possession, but also we wanted to control the game more dynamic and quicker transitions, thanks to players that we have that are very fast with different registers in attack. So we tried to give the team different characteristics.